Okay, now folks, I'm sure you all are dying to see the, what do you call it, drone footage of the, what do you call it, Kalchakra stupa, which is Amwari. Amwari, basically, in the King Suchandra was the king of Shambhala, and he requested the Buddha to give Kalchakra teachings, to give some teachings so that he could follow his kingly duties and follow the Buddha also. So, what do you call it, King Suchandra, he requested, so the Buddha, he gave the Kalchakra teachings. Now, actually, it's not Kalchakra, folks, it's Khakra. Taranath calls it Khakra, and the other Tibetan texts also call it Khakra. In what do you call it, Wikipedia, you read Wikipedia, the heading is Kalchakra, but later on it is called Kalchakra in Wikipedia itself. So basically, he gives this sutra in a place which is now called Amwari, and the Tibetans have misplaced it in Andhra Pradesh. See, folks, it's impossible for the Buddha to give the Prajna Paramitra sutra in Rajgir and the Kalchakra sutra in what do you call it, Andhra Pradesh simultaneously. That is impossible. Sort of, be practical. But Amwari is 80 kilometers northeast of Rajgir. Amwari in Kajra in Lakhisrai district is 80 kilometers northeast of Rajgir. So it was possible, it's a 2-day trek from Rajgir to Amwari. So it was possible for the Buddha to give the Prajna Paramitra Sutra simultaneously in what do you call it, Rajgir, and the Kalchakra Sutra simultaneously in Amwari in Lakhisrai district of Bihar. So folks, before I show you the drone footage, I will just show you where Amwari is in satellite pictures. After that I will show you the drone footage, so please stay tuned. Thank you. Now before I show you the drone footage, let's see where the drone footage of the Kalchakra stupa, which is Amwari next to Sahmalpur and Khakra Dih. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about King Suchandra, who was the king of Shambhala. According to Indian and Tibetan legend, King Suchandra, of the northeastern Indian kingdom of Shambhala. Now Shambhala is Sahmalpur, which I will show you in the satellite picture. Sahmalpur, both Shambhala and Sahmalpur means place of peace and tranquility, was the one who requested teaching from the Buddha that would allow him to practice the Dharma without renouncing his worldly enjoyments and responsibilities. In response to his request, the Buddha gave the first Kalchakra Tantra initiation and teachings at Amravati. Okay, now King Suchandra, he requested, and he was the king of Shambhala, that is Sahmalpur. So this Amravati should be near Sahmalpur. But the Tibetans have, identified it in Andhra Pradesh. Now, Andhra Pradesh is 2,700 and something kilometers from Rajgir. Now, the Buddha, he simultaneously gave the Prajna Paramitra Sutra in Rajgir and the Kalchakra Sutra in Amravati. Is that possible? No. But he could easily give the Prajna Paramitra Sutra in Rajgir and the Kalchakra Sutra in Amwari in Kajra, Lakhisrai district of Bihar. So basically it is this Amwari is just 80 kilometers northeast of Rajgir, and it's simply a 2-day hike, a walk. So folks, and then the second proof of the first proof was that the stupa should be next to Shambhala. Second proof is it should be next to the 3-dimensional Kalchakra Mandala. King Suchandra, he also built a huge 3-dimensional, not small, huge. Now what I am going to show you is a 54-acre mud mound, 30 feet high, littered with bricks, with 3-dimensional Kalchakra Mandala in the center of the kingdom. So he made the 3-dimensional Kalchakra Mandala in the center of the kingdom, folks. So basically you will see the in the satellite picture I will show you the Kalchakra Mandala. So that is proof of Amwari being real Amravati of the Kalchakra story. Thank you. Now you can just stay tuned, folks, so that you will see where the Kalchakra stupa is in satellite Google map, and then I will show you the drone footage of the Kalchakra stupa. Thank you. Okay, now folks, this is Amwari. Amwari, that is your Sahmalpur, which is Shambhala, and Kajra is the capital of Shambhala, Kalappa. And Amwari, the Tibetans have misplaced it at Amravati. Folks, it is impossible. The Buddha gave the Kalchakra Sutra, and in this Prajna Paramitra Sutra in Vultures Peak simultaneously. So how could they he give the Kalchakra Sutra in Amravati in Andhra Pradesh? The Tibetans have identified Andhra Pradesh. It is Amwari. See, it is just next to Sahmalpur, which is your Shambhala with its capital Kajra. So Amwari, and that is, and just next to it, the other proof of Amwari. See, the first proof of Amwari being the Kalchakra stupa is Sahmalpur, which is your Shambhala, and the second proof is Khakra Dih, that is the Kalchakra Mandala. Khakra Kakra. See, the Tibetans, they are not sure whether it is Kalchakra or Kakra. They have forced the Kal. Actually, it is Khakra, and D is palace. So this is a 54-acre palatial mandala under a mud mound, folks. So this is proof that Amwari is the Kalchakra stupa. You can view the drone footage of this.
My drone is going to take off. It is taking off. See, this is the Amwari stupa behind me. See, we are going up above the stupa. This is Amwari. It has been misplaced as Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. But it's, unpractical, because the Buddha gave the Kalchakra Sutra and the Prajna Paramitra Sutra in Vultures Peak and Amravati simultaneously. Now the Amravati in Andhra Pradesh is 2,700 kilometers away from Rajgir. That's not possible. And this Amwari is just next to Sahmalpur, which I have to just prove that it is Shambhala. Sahmalpur and Shambhala have the same meaning. So this Amwari is 80 kilometers northeast of Rajgir. So it was possible for the Buddha to give the Prajna Paramitra Sutra at the same time, simultaneously in Rajgir and the Kalchakra in Amwari in Kajra in Lakhisrai district of Bihar. So folks, here is your Amwari stupa. This, you can see it is circular, and the stupa is a perfect. Now there is talk about the age of the stupa, and see, this stupa is around 2400 years old, no doubt. I have seen a lot of stupas, Sariputra stupa, Mahamaugliana stupa. This stupa is the same model as theirs. So basically, that is, this stupa is the Kalchakra stupa. Actually, it is not Kalchakra, it's Khakra. And the proof that this is the Kalchakra stupa, that Amwari is the Kalchakra stupa. The Kalchakra Mandala is just 4 kilometers northeast of this. The Kalchakra Mandala, his name is Khakra Dih. Khakra Dih. Khakra Dih. So this is the Kalchakra stupa. Kalchakra stupa, Amwari. Sahmalpur, which is your Shambhala, is in Kajra. Kajra is mispronounced as Kalappa in the Shambhala story. And see, this is the Pure Land. What I showed you with the drone around the stupa is the Western Buddhist Pure Land. And in the front, in the distance, you will have Arma with your Buddha Amitabh's temple, which is Balaji Avatar. So folks, this is your Pure Land, and that's another stupa next to those bunch of trees is another stupa. It's a small hillock like this one. So my drone is coming down. This is your Kalchakra stupa, Amwari Kalchakra stupa, and the villagers settled down. They kept the name alive. We should be thankful to.